In this video, we're going to be using the $1 Williams mug soap and the $1 Assured Safety Razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me for this budget shave today. And today we're going to be using the $1 Williams mug soap, which has been around since 1840, as you can see there, and the $1 Assured razor that you can get from the Dollar Tree. And I'll show you what the packaging looks like right there. Yes, this is $1 at the Dollar Tree, complete with 5 blades. So we're going to get a shave with a $1 soap and a $1 razor and include these blades here, which are wrapped in this sort of nondescript package. And it is double wrapped. So go figure that, a double wrap blade for $1. And the blade is completely unlabeled, as you can see there. Very thin. I can tell that just by holding on to it. But anyway, we'll open up our razor, drop our blade in, and there we have it, the $1 Assured razor. And I can tell you right now, I've used this razor, I don't know, maybe 3 times, and it's fairly efficient for a twist to open razor. I enjoy using it. And today it's all about budget. I'm going to be using the Razor Rock Big Bruce, which I think it's around $12, $13.99 on Italian Barber, but I've seen it as low as $9.99 on sale. So all inexpensive gear today. And we're not going to use any fancy misting bottles today. We got a little under 24 hours growth because I shaved a little later yesterday. We're just going to wet the face the old-fashioned way. And we're going to get going with our Williams mug soap. And go figure, Williams mug soap is a mug soap. And the instructions, which I'll show you right there, says, you know, put it in a mug and lay the hot water to it. And I have done that. And I think you'll find that the lather will be just perfectly fine with no problem. Some people struggle with this. I just say follow the instructions. Again, we'll put them there on the screen for you. Very inexpensive soap, has been around since, again, 1840. Smells like sort of like a citronella candle, somewhere in that realm in terms of scent. And as you can see here, the lather is just fine. It's not dissipating. And for me, it's just a matter of following the instructions. Now, I know Fuzzy doesn't like to put water on the soap, but look, it's what William says to do. And so I do it, and my result is pretty doggone good. Let's add a little water to the mix here. Just put a little water to the brush there. And as you can see there, really not foamy at all. It's not dissipating. So it's just a matter of, for me, just following the instructions that Williams gives you. And so we will hopefully illustrate today that you really don't have to spend a lot to get a great shave. And I rather enjoy these budget shaves, which is why I do it every 3 or 4 months or so. I'll do an extreme budget shave where I do shave spending very little. Now, how long will this razor hold up? I don't know. Maybe not long. Maybe one day it'll fall apart right in the middle of the shave, but for $1 complete with 5 blades, you really can't beat that in terms of cost. And this is an efficient razor. For a twist to open, non-adjustable, I'm telling you, it's about as efficient as they come for a TTO razor that is non-adjustable. You can feel blade, and it does a good job, quite frankly. All you need is something to hold the blade in there. You're shaving with the blade. And so if you have something that will hold that in there and your technique is good enough, you can use it. And it's doing a good job removing that hair, I have to say. I always enjoy these budget shaves. So I want to thank today our latest Patreon supporters. And that is Joe Kramer and A's Back. Thank you so much, Joe and A's Back. I really appreciate your support. And the support that I get through Patreon and monetization always goes back into the channel. It's where I purchase things for the channel. So thank you, gents. I really appreciate you. And thanks to all the Patreon supporters. Really appreciate you all. Really nice here so far. No problems with the Williams. I know folks like Johan really dislike it. Passionately dislike it. But I find, again, just simply follow the instructions. Put some hot water on top of that, pop it in a mug. No problem. No problem. Now, you might have, if you have hard water, maybe it's a little more difficult. I don't know. But I don't really have any problems with Williams. And it's one of those things where, you know, I think I think it's one of those soaps that just works well despite its low cost. And again, this razor, $1 at the Dollar Tree. And so let's apply some moisture to our face here. Again, we're foregoing the luxury of our mister today and just going bare minimum on the products. And I'm just trying to get some moisture on the face there, and then we'll reapply our Williams. Sefferton yesterday said, "You didn't bump your head, your wife whacked you in the head." And I was thinking, she probably needs to, truth be told. As hard a time as I give her joking around, I would deserve it, to be honest with you. Oh man, I tell you what, no problem here today with the Williams. Again, as you can see, and there it is in the mug, by the way. No dissipation, no bubbles, no troubles. I don't find it to be terribly difficult to work with. I do, you know, put it in the mug and put the hot water on top of it for a little bit. It sort of loosens things up and makes it easier to lather, I think. And again, it's just a matter of following the instructions for me. I'm not really a bloomer, so to speak. But in this case, that's what it says to do. So I simply do what it asks, and I'm rewarded with a pretty doggone good lather, if I may say so myself. All right, so there we go. Let's get on with pass number 2, which is across the grain. I want to give a shout out to a new channel, and I haven't been mentioning as many new channels recently. But the Shaving Disciple, and I'll link his channel below, he did a very good video where he talked about his struggles with razor bumps and giving some advice. And he's been a long-time viewer of this channel, so I'll link his channel below. Check him out, his latest video. I think it's very good. And he talks at some length about his personal struggles with razor bumps and so on and so forth. And I think it's well worth watching. That is a valuable video. That's not just, you know, using products and talking about products, but talking about maybe some solutions that might help you if you struggle with razor bumps. So again, I'll link that channel below for you folks. And so far, our Assured razor for $1 with 5 blades, doing a great job. And by the way, I'm tagging some folks. I know we got carried away with the tags last year, but I'm going to tag some folks in this video to see what they can do in terms of how low can you go? How low can you go? And I know we did some budget shaves of this last year, but again, we want to show people in the hobby that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a great shave. You really don't. If you're a hobbyist and you want to, that's okay. I'm not saying it's bad to spend a lot if you can afford to and want to, but you certainly don't have to, and we'll demonstrate this today. So, who am I tagging first? You know, I'm going to tag Johan just because I don't think he really enjoys these budget shaves as much as I do. So, Johan, you're tagged. How low can you go? Try to beat this one. $1 soap, $1 razor, no cost for the blades whatsoever. The brush, $9.99. The aftershave's going to be about $2 and something. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to beat. Somebody might be able to beat it. Who knows? So Johan is first in the tag there. And who else will we tag? Who would I think would pull off a good budget shave today? I don't know. Who would pull off a nice budget shave? I don't know. What do you guys think? Who should I tag? Who do you think would really do? Let's tag Krabby Pants Glenn Helly, because he was flapping the other day about people using all the high-end gear. So Glenn, let's see what you could do in terms of budget shave. Absolute minimum. How low can you go? And so that'll be interesting to see. And I'm assuming Glenn will be able to put together a pretty nice budget shave. I don't know if he can beat this one, but, you know, let's see. Get some more lather out of there. And again, as you can see here, the Williams is just fine. There's no dissipating. It's hanging on the face just fine. As I like to say, no bubbles, no troubles. And it's quite slick. The one thing you cannot say about Williams is if you have some water in it, it's going to be slick. So you may not like the way it lathers, you might not like the scent. I forgot to show you the ingredients, I'll put them there for you right now. The scent is not remarkable. Again, for me, it's very much like a sort of a citronella sort of candle scent, very lightly scented. But in terms of slickness, it's slick. So there's no reason you shouldn't be able to get a decent shave with it, even if your lather happens to be foamy. Usually, I would imagine it to be still slick, but we'll see. And I hope Johan will try the Williams again someday and maybe just get better with it. You just got to work on it, Johan. Let's also tag our buddy MTB. I haven't tagged Marion for a while, I don't think, or maybe even ever. So let's see if Marion can put together a nice budget shave using absolute minimal. And again, we just seek to show that you don't have to spend a lot if you don't want to. It's okay if you want to. Again, I am not criticizing anybody who wants to buy a really nice razor or soap or, for me, I've always found that I can justify hardware because, you can sort of look at that as a lifetime investment. I can't really justify as much the software unless it's just an incredibly wonderful scent. Very nice though. This razor right here, if you're able to get one of these Assured razors, and I'll link the products below, it is very efficient. Aaron from Canada sent this to me last year. And the blade feels okay also. So a razor and 5 blades for $1, it's really hard to beat. And this is no super speed. Like super speeds are pretty mild generally. Even the red one is pretty mild. This one is more efficient than even the red super speed, which I know people say it's the most aggressive, and perhaps it is, but it's not as efficient as this one. The Assured razor will get it done. Now, again, I don't think that this razor would last years and years. And I know many people comment when they use it and say they've had some that have broken on them, and you certainly can't expect much for $1. But in my uses of it so far, it's been pretty doggone good. And I actually like the way it shaves. The build quality obviously is not great, but it's a good shaver. All right. That was a very nice budget shave with the $1 razor. So let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back. And normally we would use Thayer's Witch Hazel, but today we're going to forego that because we want to do absolute budget shave. So I just did a warm water rinse and then a cold water rinse, toweled off. And I got to say, it took me a while to get that residual slickness off my face. If your Williams is not slick, there's something wrong, because when you get a little water in that, it does get very slick. You may not like it, but it is a slick soap. So just a little review. Today we use the $1 twist to open Assured razor, and this can be found at the Dollar Tree for about $1 complete with 5 blades. We use the Williams soap, which the price on this varies. Sometimes you can find it for $1, sometimes $1.50. I'll link the products that are available below. The prices of the products below may not be as low as what I got these for, because I bought a bunch of these years ago when Williams was rumored to be discontinued, and they were around $1 a piece. We use the Regirock Big Bruce, currently about $13.99, but I've seen it as low as $9.99, so that's the price we're going with. And we're gonna finish it out today with Aquavelva, which I believe is by Williams also, if I'm not mistaken. And this can commonly be found for $3, let's say, between $2 and $3, so $2.50 to $3. So very, very much a budget shave today. And honestly, in terms of the shave itself, it was as good as a shave where I bring out equipment that costs hundreds of dollars. The difference would be enjoyment. Now, I enjoy these budget shaves just because it's fun to get a great shave on an extreme budget. But I also enjoy those shaves where you just get a little more luxury and you really appreciate that nice gear. So it's really about enjoyment. So just enjoy it. And let's get a little Williams out here, which again is quite inexpensive. We'll slap it on. And we are going to be off to the races and having a great day with a great classic budget shave. So, tagged a couple of people today. Johan, once again, and Marion the Barbarian. I hope you guys will continue to tag people and keep this extreme budget shave going. I know we did it last year. Let's see what people can come up with this year. Can you beat what we've done here today? It's going to be difficult, but I bet somebody will be able to do it. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, or maybe do it on a budget. Until next time, God bless.